Hasaday Tirwami, and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Friday, December 7th, 2012. After a nearly 3-hour hearing, Federal Judge Ramona Manglona declines to revoke the pretrial release of Senator Manglona Ayuyu. Already facing federal criminal charges of smuggling fruit bats, this week Ayuyu was accused of threatening to kill Congresswoman Janet Maratita. Ayuyu, Maratita, and Maratita's attorney, Ray Kitutu, all testified under oath today. According to Maratita and Kitutu, the senator called Kitutu over the phone and angrily and repeatedly threatened in Chamorro to kill the congresswoman and directed Kitutu to convey the message to Maratita. Maratita was able to hear the alleged threats because Kitutu answered the call on speakerphone. Maratita told the court she had contemplated resigning from office after the incident. She said she's received multiple phone threats since filing her taxpayer lawsuit against a controversial power purchase deal with Saipan Development. She also said she felt stunned by Ayuyu's statements and feared for her safety and that of her children. After filing her complaint with the local police, she decided to go to the FBI as well because she had no confidence in the Department of Public Safety. When Ayuyu took the stand, he admitted being upset over a letter Maratita sent him, asking him to refrain from private meetings with Saipan Development. He told the court he was frustrated, but he wasn't angry, and had no intent to actually kill the congresswoman. When federal prosecutor Garth Backey asked Ayuyu if he had ever said he was going to kill Maratita, the senator replied that he couldn't recall. He admitted saying the Chamorro word for kill, punu, multiple times over the phone, but maintained his comments were in reference to Maratita's bills and to the Senate's funding for the taxpayer lawsuit. Ayuyu acknowledged, however, that he never mentioned the word bill over the phone. In closing arguments, Backey called Ayuyu's denials bizarre and illogical. Although the government wasn't asking to revoke Ayuyu's pretrial release, Backey said the alleged threats were serious enough to raise to the court's attention. Ayuyu's attorney, Steve Pixley, urged the court to consider that the lawmakers are working in a tense political environment, and he argued there is no evidence of an imminent threat against the congresswoman. In the end, Judge Manglona agreed with Pixley. She found the government failed to show probable cause that the senator intended to assault and disturb the peace of the congresswoman, and she noted in particular that there was no evidence that Ayuyu knew Maratita could hear the alleged threats. Pixley, after the hearing.
We obviously take the release conditions very seriously, and I've told my client just to be very careful, and we have a trial coming up on January 7th.
After the hearing, Congresswoman Maratita told KSPN she respects the court's decision and appreciates the U.S. Attorney's Office for bringing the matter. Meanwhile, we asked Senator Ayuyu to clarify what he said and what he meant.
We know you're saying you didn't say it, but could you just tell us what you did say?
Well, what I say on the phone really is not in a way that they interpret it, you know.
But in Chamorro, what did you say in Chamorro?
Well, a lot
exactly, like the verbatim, what did you say?
Well, like sa ngayon si Janet, ano masudam gi hallway. I never say that not for her to come to the Senate, you know. I said if I met her on the hallway, then, you know, I'm gonna take out her by nasingkatsunis, you know. I mean, the gesture of being nasingkatsunis is, you know, it's like, what you call that, whatever that she needs, and she needs support in the Senate, then that's my gesture.
But what about all of that? Did you say that?
On the issue, maybe on a debatable issue, you know, like a bill or something from the House, and that is, you know, how I said it in my heart, not the way they interpret it.
Asked if he now intends to kill any of Maratita's bills when they come to the Senate, he says this.
Those are just the frustration when there's pressure from people, and it's not right to do, you know. I never believe in killing bills or even nominees for that matter. I am very much vocal that we should allow the due process in the legislature, not taking it personally.
Ayuyu describes the incident as a misunderstanding. KSPN asked if he intends to apologize to Maratita.
We both have differences in opinion, and we should apologize to each other one way or the other. it's not only created by one person, but both of us.
Do you regret saying whatever it was that you said the other day? I mean, now that you've had a few days to kind of think about it?
No comment on that, just no comment.